Hello students, first of all welcome you all of you. Actually this video is just for the clarification of some doubts which the students have reported about the last question of exercise 2.3, which is last question number 5 from the polynomial. The question is like that: give examples of the polynomials p of x, g of x, q of x, r of x satisfying division algorithm. Here p of x is dividend, g of x is divisor, q of x is remainder, and q of x is quotient and r of x is remainder. We have to find the polynomials which satisfy the division algorithm as well as the given conditions. The conditions are: degree of p of x should be equal to the degree of q of x, that is degree of the dividend should be equal to the degree of quotient, then degree of quotient should be equal to the degree of remainder, then degree of remainder should be equal to 0. These are the three parts which we have to prove, and these are the three parts for which we have to find out the polynomials in this question. So let us start with the explanation. First of all, we have division algorithm here, which states that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Dividend p of x is equal to g of x into q of x, which is quotient, plus remainder r of x. From here we find that degree of polynomial, that is the degree of dividend, is equal to the degree of divisor into the degree of quotient. As you all know that degree of remainder is always smaller than the degree of divisor, or it can be 0. Let me prove that point, this one typical point. Let me prove this typical point with the help of an example. The example is here. I have taken a polynomial x cube plus x square plus 1 and I have divided it by the polynomial x square minus 1. After performing the division, I have obtained the quotient as x plus 7 and the remainder as x plus 8. From here you can find out, if you multiply x plus 8 into x plus 7, we will obtain a degree which is equal to 2, because x into x gives x square, and the degree of divisor, which is our x square minus 1, this is our divisor. This is what? This is our divisor. So the degree of divisor is also 2, and if we multiply quotient and remainder, we also obtain a degree 2, which proves as it is not square, it is only x here. So it will prove that it will prove the point that degree of dividend is equal to degree of quotient into degree of divisor. And also from here we find that degree of remainder is 1, which is smaller than the degree of divisor, that is degree of x plus 8 is smaller than the degree of divisor. From here we can find, with the help of this example, we have proved these points which we obtain from the division algorithm. Now let us start the question. Let us go for the question. The question is degree of, first part, the degree of p of x should have to be equal to the degree of q of x. From the division algorithm we find that degree of dividend is equal to degree of divisor into degree of quotient. If degree of dividend is equal to degree of quotient, it means that the divisor has no degree, that is degree of divisor should be equal to 0, that is divisor should be a constant. So it means for this part we have to take a divisor which is a constant value. I have taken here a divisor for you. I have taken here another example for your convenience. I have taken the polynomial as 4x square minus 2x plus 1 and divisor g of x is 4. As you have already watched that, as you have already seen that, in that part we find the degree of divisor should be equal to constant. So I have taken a constant degree here, which is 4. I have taken a constant having degree 0, that is 4. When we perform the division, we will obtain quotient as x square minus x upon 2 and remainder as 1. From here we can obtain that degree of quotient is 2, degree of dividend is also 2, so it means degree of dividend is equal to the degree of quotient. So by this example we have taken the polynomials where degree of dividend should be equal to the degree of quotient. In the next part, let's move to the next part. In the next part we have to take the example of the polynomials where degree of quotient should be equal to the degree of remainder. For such type of polynomials, I will suggest you that first of all we have to keep in mind that degree of the quotient should be equal to the degree of remainder. Let us take a quotient which will gives, let us take a polynomial which gives the degree of quotient as 0 and degree of remainder is 0. That is, the dividend should be completely divisible. So for this I have taken a polynomial which is the multiple of 4. In the similar way you can also take up any type of polynomial which is a multiple of same number, so that you can take that number common out from here. For example, 4x square 8x plus 16, you can also take 3x square plus 6x plus 12, 5x square plus 10x plus 10, any type of polynomial you can take here. And divisor that I have taken here is the number that is obtained by taking 4 common from here, is the polynomial by taking 4 common from here. After taking 4 common out, we left with the polynomial x square plus 2x plus 4. In the similar way, if we take another polynomial, then after taking the common factor, after taking the constant factor, the polynomial which we left with, we will take that polynomial as divisor. So after performing the division, we will get the quotient as 4 and remainder as 0. It means the degree of quotient, because it is a constant, so the degree of quotient is 0. The degree of remainder, it is also 0, because it is also 0 is also a constant, so degree of remainder is also 0. So it proves that degree of quotient is equal to the degree of remainder. By taking this, by keeping this suggestion in your mind, you can cite, you can view, you can take many more examples of these type of polynomials. In the part number 3rd, we have to take the polynomials where degree of remainder should be equal to 0. I have not solved it because in the first part, when we perform the division, we will obtain remainder 1. Degree is also 0 here. In the second part, when we perform the division, the degree of remainder is also 0. So you can take either the first part or the second part, or you can also proceed by taking the other polynomials as I have suggested you in the second part. So I hope you all have got your points clear. Thank you very much.